New tonight, a local dirt bike rider died racing at a national competition in North Carolina this week. 12 News reporter Alex Torres-Perez has the details of how this accident has rocked the biking community and how his loved ones are remembering him. Alex?
Mike, biking was Scott Huntley's life and passion. He taught himself how to ride a bike at 2.5 years old. By the time he was 5, he was doing wheelies, and his loved ones knew that he had a need for speed, which is why Scott started mountain bike racing during the pandemic. He was going to about 12 races a year, but no one expected this weekend's race to be his last.
Unfortunately, it was just, his time.
Christina Grande fell in love with Scott Huntley soon after the two met on a dating app this year.
I thought I was in a fairy tale, and I really was.
Christina says Scott was unapologetically himself and loved to go on adventures, which is why she made sure to be there for his races.
He was dedicated to this more than anything.
She was at the bottom of the hill ready to congratulate Scott after racing in Sunday's Gravity Mountain Bike National Championship when she heard the announcer call out his name for the first checkpoint. His timing was slower than usual, so she knew he fell, but didn't think much of it.
Like, okay, well, he's gonna get up and just continue on the race like usual. And then the third racer came down, and I'm like, well, where's Scott?
The Green River Volunteer Fire and Rescue Department says Scott hit a tree at high speeds. The chief says Scott was in too bad of a shape to be airlifted, so an ambulance took him to a nearby hospital.
And so that's when an EMS technician came up to me and told me that when Scott was in the ambulance, he didn't have a pulse. And like my first thought was like, that's fine, like Scott, like if someone's gonna come back with from that, it's gonna be Scott. But unfortunately, by the time I was out of the hospital, he had already passed away.
Shocking those across the biking community, including Nick Crawford, who had been Scott's friend for years.
It hurts that he's gone. I will miss him dearly, but at least it was doing something that he absolutely loved. He loved this sport and he loved the people in it, and he always gave it his all, and he always willing to help anybody out that deserved it.
And just before Scott's race this weekend, his friends tell me that Scott made sure to help a kid build his wheel so he could also participate in the race. Now, his loved ones want to keep that legacy of helping others alive, so they're working on creating a scholarship to help kids in need who are interested in biking. Reporting live in studio, I'm Alex Torres-Perez, 12 News.